going on, everybody? Today, we break down our top 10 cigars of the year for Connor, Noah, and myself. There's a lot of pressure here today, boys.
For sure.
Welcome to the Creekside Pod.
What up?
What up, gentlemen? Hey, last time we sat here was the first time we ever shot a podcast together.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Breaking down somebody else's top. Now we have to do our own.
Yeah.
How are we feeling so far? We've been working on this list for like 2 months.
Seriously. Yeah. I feel pretty good. It took me, I'm not even joking, it probably took me 8 or 9 revisions to get it to a spot where I felt good about it.
I made a change last night at midnight.
That's crazy.
Just an order change. It's the ordering that was really hard for me.
Picking the cigars wasn't the hard part for me. It was definitely, is this one really that much better than this one? And is this one really, it was the order for sure.
That's kind of where it was at for me. Just trying to pick exactly what went where, because I started with like 25 and then narrowed it down from there. And then I really just kind of kept it simple. My ordering was like, well, what did I reach for most often throughout the year? And some of them are in a sampler we've been selling. So some of mine were already kind of known. That did, well, we'll find out. Did it change or did it stay the same?
We will find out. And we're smoking blind. And the rule for today's blind was pick a blind for somebody of a cigar that you think is going to be on their top 10. I picked Noah's, Connor picked mine, Noah picked Connor's. I'll say right off the rip for mine, it's a shape thing. Like I know what the cigar is.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like a 6x48 Bellicoso Maduro. Everyone knows how much I loved Warped El Oso. So I think it could be that, but I still can't guarantee that that's what it is. So I will continue smoking and give you my thoughts. But right off the bat, really nice, sweet, cocoa-y, little bit of pepper. Really enjoyable so far. Noah?
Nice. Right, it light up. About the same, man. So far, just had a little bit of pepper, little cedar, little earthiness going on. I do have a box press cigar on my list. This doesn't look like that, though. So this is going to be interesting.
This was one that I don't think was a first certain on your list, but I think it has a high chance of being on your list. But I don't. We should also say, none of us know what is actually on each other's lists, minus what we talked about when we did the mid-year top fives. But we smoked a lot of new cigars since then.
A lot.
So I know for me, my list changed from what I thought it was going to be in September, October to today because of that.
That one we just got a couple days ago about hit my list. I was like, man, it was a really good experience. But part of what I my criteria on my head too was how many experiences and consistency have I had with that cigar? So for me, I'm not just going to be like, that one was really good, but I've had, one, maybe two. And it's that I don't feel like for me, that's enough times to have visited something to be able to be like, okay, this is a solidified, in top 10 position.
Yep.
So
I would say I mostly agree with that. Pretty much every cigar on my list I smoked at least 3 times. But there is a new one on there that got a high spot. I still smoked it 3 times, but it was in the past 10 days.
yeah. Well,
so, all right. I don't know if we laid the ground rules, but ground rules are top 10 cigars to you this year that are new to you. That doesn't mean the cigar had to have been released in 2025, but just that it's something that you just started smoking or just started smoking frequently this year.
I think one of my selections bends that rule a little bit, but
I believe I have one on there too. But
me too,
because there is one on mine that I had maybe 2 years ago that I really enjoyed, but then I came back to it again this year and started smoking it a lot more. And so I'm like, this is one of my favorite cigars this year, so it's going on the list. But that's just general. We don't have too many tight rules.
Yeah.
And you got to rank them. We're going to go 10 to 1. And nothing here is sponsored. You can do all 10 of the same brand if you want. You can omit any brand you don't want that you didn't like. And there's no guardrails for what besides that we wanted them to be, newish to you this year. And this is going to be the most honest list in cigars, potentially. CP, you're starting us off, big guy. Number 10.
Kick it off, baby.
Cigar of the year for Connor Pilcher is
Tatuaje Kahonu 2003. God, that cigar's so good. It's
Great
so
pick.
good. And I've smoked it consistently too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've smoked probably 10 or 15 of them in 2025, which that's a lot for me. Like that's for me to smoke a cigar that many times. Like that's a lot.
That's really exciting.
It's a good stick.
It's so good.
That was on my list until last night at 12 p.m.
Really?
That was the one that got moved. But not for lack of it being a great cigar. I agree with you. I think it's delicious.
It's so good. It's got everything.
It's got everything, but there's 9 that have even more, is what you're saying.
These are all.
This is the problem with
This
the
is-
That is what you're saying. I mean, technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
But there's also 1,000 that don't touch it.
These are all great. Like these are all my favorite cigars.
Yes.
And I smoke more than 10 cigars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so these are all, it was really hard to make this list. But yeah, number 10, Tat Kahonu 2003.
Nice. We're on the board.
I feel
know.
a bit ashamed to say that there. Well, a little spoiler here. There's no tat on my list.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, I smoke a lot.
He's in the
but
SNS
if-
club and everything.
I
He's got
am.
no tat on his list.
For sure.
What a
I'm looking at SNS in his Tupperware right now.
Yeah. I'm turning the smoke eater on 1 second.
But I love Tatuaje. That is a great cigar. They got edged out a little bit.
Yeah. They're good. For sure. Not good enough to be on your list, though.
Not top 10 this year. You know, I'll
just
say
kidding.
it. I say it like it is.
I'm just kidding.
Not the top 10 this year, but definitely if we were to do a 25 list, I bet I'd have 3 on there.
Bro, that's the thing. If we did a top 12 list, I would have, it would be so,
sure.
like, they would just be so much harder.
Narrowing it down. Like I said, for me this year is all about like the how many experience, like the consistency of like how many times did I actually go to that cigar? Because for me, that's going to be like that is what's a top cigar, right? You smoke this cigar, how often is it? You know, and all the cigars on my list, I smoke. They're in a weekly rotation. Every single thing on here, I smoke at least once a week, all
Yeah.
year.
That's what made it easy to consolidate the cigars that I would consider, because I frankly do not smoke the same cigar frequently.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'm always wanting to just try something new. But there is a small amount of cigars that I will just go back to it. I'm like, I just want something I know is going to be good that I enjoy. So it was easier for me to at least compile the list, and then ordering it was a nightmare. But
I would say this year I probably
except for number 1.
I've smoked more variety this year than in my entire cigar smoking journey.
That's a fun year.
Yeah. Well, you know, working at a lounge will kind of,
For
it
sure.
opens up some doors to smoke a whole lot of stuff
Yeah.
you might not see or get your hands on otherwise.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
And your number 10 is?
Sereno, Taino, Corona Gorda.
Oh, I almost grabbed you that one.
Is there a better morning cigar?
Wow.
I mean, with a cup of coffee or whatever you're having. And I know this is kind of a sin, but here in the past couple months, you guys can laugh at me if you want. You guys know I drink a lot of Ghost Energy.
Yeah.
And I drink the fruity flavored ones most of the time. That cigar and an
here we
oranges
go.
and cream Ghost. Dude, it's just like you get that combination knocked out and people start walking through the door and you're like, let's rip. Let's do something. But I
could see
don't
that.
do that very often. But there's just like if I'm already drinking it and I'm ready to smoke like a cigar, I'm gonna finish that. But the it's just a weird pairing that I found.
I like it. Hey, go try it, people. Taino, Corona Gorda, and a Ghost.
Love that stick.
That is, that's awesome. Also, we're going to try, I don't know, there was no rule that said the cigars had to be in our humidor. So we're going to see how many actually are, and we'll compile some samplers of this. And also let us know whose list you like the best, because we know you guys got opinions on that.
Yeah.
Let them fly. All right, number 10 cigar of the year for me this year, Foundation, High Claire Castle, Petite Corona.
Victorian.
The Victorian, right?
Sorry.
Red Band?
What did I say?
Maduro. You said High Claire Castle, but
Oh, the red band.
Yeah, Victorian.
that's the Victorian.
The one we did the side by side to, where the Toro absolutely sucked and the Petit Corona was a ripper.
Yeah.
I put that in a espresso sampler early this year, and it's just been one I go back to time and time again. Loaded with flavor. It's got this like core of like sweet leather, some spice, but not overly powerful. And it's just got a natural sweetness to it that I love. Probably the most slept on foundation brand, in my opinion, is Highclere. So, Petite Corona, specifically, number 10.
That's a good cigar. It almost went on my list, but it didn't.
Number 9, Connor Pilcher.
By Lumineer,
What?
the Valakari Robusto.
By Valakari.
Sorry. Valakari, Lumineer, Robusto. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
That's a Connecticut?
It's a Habano, I believe. Habano or Corojo, I forget. But man.
I remember you geeking over that thing this year.
Yeah, dude. Glowich gave me one.
Lowy.
Like early this year, and I smoked one. I loved it, and then he immediately gave me like 3 or 4 more, and I was like, "Let me pay you for this." He's like, "No." So then I just was ripping them, and they're really good. They're really good. They remind me a lot of the Wayfarer, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Very similar profile. Sweet, like nutty, creamy, woody, some spice. Like it's just a really good cigar.
How's the cigar you're smoking right now?
Really good. I don't think it's on my list, and I think I know what it is, but it's very good. Very good.
I love to hear that. All right, Noah.
Number 9,
Number 9.
Principal Strap Hanger.
Oh. Still haven't had it.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
No, it's such a good cigar. We've talked before about their approach to blending and what we think about it. The amount of complexity in the
short or the
flavor
long?
profile of that cigar, not the short. So just the regular
The
strap
short
hanger.
is the one I had. I haven't had the regular one yet.
It is so I don't really know the differences between them, and we sold the short ones so fast because when they first came in, we didn't think there was a difference. We just started throwing them in trays, and then we realized they were different. Like, oh, okay. So the closed foot is a giveaway there. With the dark Corojo wrapper on the strap hanger and that blend, there's a lot of unique flavor and complexity in there that I didn't expect from it. It's one of those ones that sort of just knocked me back. Really enjoyed it. Smoked a lot of them.
There's been so many. That cigar has like a cult following here. So many regulars that come in and smoke strap hangers.
Definitely.
Well, I will be giving it a try.
I don't know anyone I've recommended it
forward.
to that didn't like it. And that's always a good sign.
Yeah, that definitely says something here.
I look forward to trying anything on either of your lists that I haven't smoked. All right, number 9, cigar of the year. A lot of factors in this one. Crowned Heads Thunder Kiss.
Wow. That's a good stick.
I haven't had it yet.
That cigar, when I say there's a lot of factors, price point did weigh in on this.
Oh yeah, dude.
There's no cigar that competes with it. It's under $7. And there's a lot of $8 to $12 cigars that also don't compete with that cigar. I just thought it had a ton of flavor, sweet, spicy. It had like a couple nice transitions. It was exciting. It was one I had to smoke multiple times because the first time I had it, I loved it so much. I was like, this is the hype getting in, like clouding my vision here right now.
Got to be a fluke, right?
And so I smoked it again. I'm like, I don't know. I think this is like really, really good. And then I smoked it again, and I'm like, I really like this cigar. And for the price point, the profile, the fact that it's all long filler, like it's just a really cool blend, and I love the cigar.
It's
So,
long filler?
all long filler.
Bro, what? I didn't know that. I thought it was short filler.
No, it's long. Thunder Kiss. Number 8.
Avowed. The Vow 11.25. The Grand Robusto. The 555.
You and Avowed finally clicked.
Oh, that's the one for me, dude. That is without a doubt the one. I smoked one yesterday again, just to be sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure. And it was good. Really good. Yeah, that's that is by far my favorite Avowed, and by far my favorite the Vow, which the other Vows are good. That one, it tastes so different.
Yeah.
And it's cool that each Vitola is a different blend.
Yeah.
Like not just slightly different blend, like different regions, different leaves, like different blends all together, which is pretty cool.
That Gran Robusto surprised me for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good cigar. And the construction's always killer.
Killer. Mm-hmm. How's that cigar?
It's good.
you're cautious.
Yeah, well, I'm listening. I'm not really paying much attention to this. Like, it is a good cigar. So far, it's not. I don't think it's fully kind of woke up yet. So I'm gonna wait and kind of see what happens. A little bit of chocolate, coffee, earth, little bit of a pepper, cedar. It's something I would reach for. Definitely in my wheelhouse. I'm liking it.
Sweet. Number 8, Noah.
Got to look again. I just looked.
I actually don't know what my 8 is.
Yeah. And I was moving things around in here even early this morning, so it's not like a 1 through 10. The list is there, and then the numbers are all over the place. So I was like, is that really there? So 8, Warped Cloud Hopper, 485.
Ooh, nice.
Nutty, creamy, baking spice for days. It's good any time of day.
You hadn't really
Smoked
smoked
it a
many
lot.
Warped until this year.
Virtually none.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a brand that always kind of seemed. Not would say that. It was just out of my wheelhouse for a while. And I think before I came here, and you started tempting me with Connecticut's and lighter and more medium-bodied cigars, I mostly just smoked a lot of full-bodied, heavy stuff. And I kind of I went way away from that. Probably first quarter this year, really dove into it through the rest of the year, and just was like, I'm going to try a lot of new style cigars that I wouldn't typically have been smoking for, the entirety of my smoking journey. And I got a lot of good cigars out of it.
Yeah, that's exciting. Cloud Hopper is so good. There's such a it reminds me of the concentration of flavor you get out of like Rare Leaf, Corojo. And in that size, good price point. Yeah, great cigar.
It's like a 42 ring, isn't it? Something like that.
I think this is the 485 is
45 is 5x48.
48.
I like that one better than the Corona.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, yeah.
The 53 is the 42.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good cigar. I've only smoked it once, funny enough. I smoked it super early in the morning here one day, like 6 months ago. But I really liked it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is for me. It's like this or too. If I want something with a little bit more pep in it, step that morning, good cup of coffee, cigar. But it's also good midday. Eat a Chipotle bowl, wait a few minutes. Like I want to smoke something. It'll still hit, right?
Yeah.
Where I think a lot of stuff that I would smoke earlier in the day is going to be kind of washed out after you had your breakfast, lunch, whatever.
Yeah, totally agree. All right, number 8 for me is what I believe I'm smoking right now. Warped El Oso Papa Maduro. This had a chance to be my number 1.
Yeah.
I had like an ethereal experience with it the first time I smoked it. And I love it. That's why it's in my top 10.
Right.
But I smoked it a couple more times. And I was like, okay, I was a little like overzealous the first time I smoked this
The
thing.
hype.
But I still loved it. I still went back to it. It's first, I think it's ever cigar that I've purchased a box of before, because normally I just buy singles or 5-packs. But I loved it that much, and I've been smoking them kind of slowly throughout since the release. And they're absolutely delicious. I have just found that my profile in the past like 3 or 4 months has started to shift back to some more delicate, nuanced stuff. And so I started like, those things started jumping this. But an absolutely delicious cigar, especially for an LE, especially for something that was an old brand, to have it come back and be just as exciting and good and reminding me of the old El Osos. Big fan of it. Tastes great. It's tasting great right now. Really sweet, chocolatey. Potentially. This could not be it. Sweet, chocolatey, a little bit of leather, some spice. El Titan de Bronze.
Yeah.
Warped. Classic.
Yeah.
I love it. Real quick, we have a new sponsor, gentlemen.
Okay.
And I'm excited to talk about. We've talked about these guys before. We've had them on the podcast. If you don't know, now you know. Valet Humidity. Entrusted by All Things Creekside.
sure.
as our humidity packs for when we ship boxes across the country.
Or world.
Or world. Or world.
Yeah.
For the people at bases. Or what we sell at the retail front. They're the brand that we believe in. We love the product. Abe's a great guy. A lot of you guys who watch the podcast have met Abe via the podcast. And they're just doing awesome things. Like they're a disruptor in the space that's been dominated by one brand for a long time. Love the quality, love the visual aesthetic. We've got our little custom Creekside packs, and pumped to have them as a sponsor of this podcast. And again, we've always said there will never be a cigar brand sponsor. That is still true. But cigar adjacent things, hey, I think it's a great place for it. And we love telling people about Valet. And if you've never had Valet, there's a link in this video to Amazon where they sell all of their retail stuff. You can use that link to go buy your Valet. Try them out and let us know what you think. Valet humidity.
Abe's a good guy.
And now that we said that, we're all millionaires.
Hey, got to pay the bills, bro.
Just kidding. Abe's a great guy.
Yeah.
And we truly believe in the brand and the product.
For sure.
All right, number 7 cigar of the year. Connor Pilcher. It's starting to heat up around here. I like it.
For sure. We're inching to the top 5. All right. It is the Proper by FQ.
Oh!
But I need to make a caveat. Specifically,
you can't specify. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. What were the rules, bro?
Go ahead.
Yeah. We got sent some Propers from FQ for our order. We just did a big order of them. And two to three of the bundles were aged. I mean, the cellos were
batch ones, I think.
Stupid dark. Which one was batch 1?
The first one he did.
20.
That makes a lot of sense.
20.
I don't know. 8 years ago, 9 years ago,
Yeah.
10 years ago.
And the cellos were stupid dark.
Mm-hmm.
And I purchased 5. Like I spent money on 5. And they do smoke different than the fresh ones. Obviously, they've been aged for 7 to 10 years. It's going to taste different. But not exorbitantly different, just different enough for me to be like, yeah, I want to smoke this more than the unaged ones. I had some incredible experiences with the ones that I purchased. They have the most interesting flavor profile of dark chocolate and funky mushroom that you've ever had in your life. But that sounds weird, but they're so good. They're stupid good. So yeah, the OG.
But do you also like the normal Propers?
Of course I do. Yeah, I like them. But the normal one ain't going on my top 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a vast difference.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those aged ones were really something special.
Yeah.
I really liked them. There's a lot of that funky umami and chocolate, and just there was a lot going on. For a cigar, again, I don't know how old they were. When I looked at them, I was like, he's got to be 4 to 5 at least years old. For a cigar to age that long and still have that much going on, I expect it to be vastly different from a new production. But for something, it mellows out over time. That one definitely has less of an edge, I would say, than the FQ Proper. But there was still a lot going on in there. It didn't really lose anything.
Yeah, I don't think it lost anything. It just rounded out. It gained like a umami funk. It almost got deeper in a way instead of just not one dimensional, but it definitely gained some nuance, which is crazy. It had a lot of gas left in the tank.
I love that. You know what else we didn't disclaim?
Huh?
There was a rule. We can't put any of our own cigars or exclusives on our top 10s. Just so we're clear to the people. Or else you'd see Bear Run as my number one.
For sure.
I kind of used a similar the criteria when I was making it. It just felt unfair because Bear Run came. I was like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course that's number one, right? No, but it's really not. So Where we at?
Number 7, Mr. Noah.
Number 7. So this is the one that's not technically new to me this
The one,
year,
he
but
says.
it kind of came back, and it's been a big hit here. And it's the Rojas Bluebonnet Corona. That thing is just
Rips.
absolute ripper. Corojo Puro, great cigar. Enough said.
Close foot or no?
I think semi-close.
Yeah. Oh, I think all Rojas has that like, it's like just the edge.
I call it the foreskin.
Yeah. That is what it looks like.
Yeah.
The foreclosed.
Yeah.
All right, number 7, cigar of the year. This is one that I smoked for the first time, like maybe 2 years ago. Liked it. Smoked it again this year. Really liked it, and then bought a couple more and smoked them, and I've really enjoyed them. Illusione one-off black. Oh yeah, delicious.
Yeah.
I actually smoked one like a month ago at B&G's. Shout out to B&G's Cigar Lounge, just about 40 minutes from the creek. Smoked one of those there, and I was like, God, I forgot how good this cigar is.
So
like
good.
Caramel peanut brittle, toffee, so sweet. Really delicious cigar. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's a good cigar. It's a good cigar. Yeah, first time I ever had it was at B&G's as well. I saw it because I'd only ever had the plus 53, and I was there randomly doing whatever, and I saw it, and I didn't even know what it was. Like I knew that it was a one-off, and yeah, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is a good cigar.
We're on 6.
Corto Maduro.
Wow.
Yeah, Corto Maduro.
Great cigar.
Yeah,
I expected that to be on both your guys' list, but probably a little higher than 6 for both of you as well.
yeah,
I didn't say it was my 7. He said it at 6.
yeah. I mean, no, I don't need to explain anything about that cigar.
You like it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah, it's as simple as I love it.
Pretty much every event at Creekside ends with us going and grabbing a warped Corto Maduro.
Yeah. It's a perfect end of night cigar. Dude, I was here on, what was it, Sunday night? My day's off for Sunday and Monday. And Sunday night after church, I came in on personal time, went in the back, like members lounge. Nobody was back there. It was awesome. Lit up a one-off black, funny enough. Some Elijah Craig toasted. It was a good time. And I was like, you know what? I got one more in me. And sure as hell, Corto Maduro. 100%.
Love that. Little banger. Chocolate and cherries.
Whole way through.
This is going to come as no surprise that the Crowned Heads Broadway Robusto Extra should be somewhere on my list.
Yep.
Love that cigar.
Yep.
And disappointed when we found out Liquor Rim wasn't, going to be coming around anymore. But for some reason, it continues to keep coming around, doesn't it? Doesn't
private
it?
stash.
There's little sneaky,
In store only.
little sneaks in here every now and again. But it's going to have to get replaced with something. That's the one. I was sitting over there actually last night talking to Dustin, who was sitting right where I'm at now, just talking about how whatever Crowned Heads is doing, they're just not missing right now. Everything they swing at, they're hitting a home run, and that's just one example for me of how they're doing that. Love that cigar. Bold, leathery, sweet and chocolatey. It's got that earthiness to it. It's a great cigar. Love it.
All right, number 6 cigar of the year for me, Aganorsa Rare Leaf Reserve. Lonsdale Corojo.
That's a mouthful.
Cinnamon candy bomb. Love the size. You've heard us all, especially Noah, talk about that cigar at length. Delicious smoke. And a go-to for me this year.
I've only had it once, I believe. And I thought it was okay, but I need to go revisit
No,
it.
be honest.
I thought it was fine.
Be honest.
What?
You told me last night, bro. You're like,
say?
I didn't really like that cigar.
I mean, it was. It was.
Well, that's not. I didn't like that cigar. It's not.
didn't.
That's okay. Those are two different things.
It was.
Say it with your chest.
I didn't like it comparative to what you guys are making it out to be, but the bad cigar, a cigar, good cigar.
Bro, that is not a cigar.
The one experience I've had with it was a cigar.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I do want to smoke it
You
again.
certainly need to smoke it again.
gotta smoke- I
I'm
just
not
smoked
saying
3 or
you
4
will
more.
like it, but
Yeah.
I think it's worth I think it's worth smoking it multiple times.
Yeah.
Give it an outside burn one day. Fresh palate, outside gang.
Just
Get punched in the face with red hot cinnamon candies. And enjoy it.
That is another one that was surprising to me how much complexity that cigar has. Because typically, like, you think gritty complexity cigars are going to have a look about them, right? You look at that cigar, it's very beautiful. It got that Rosado hue on the wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
It's an awesome size. And Aganorsa is good. They make good stuff. It's a great company. There's just something different about that one. I almost look at it's like the step up from the Blue Bonnet. I mean, Corojo. I've been smoking a lot of Corojo this year. Like a lot.
Yeah.
But that barely preserved, man.
It's so good. It passed the I definitely like that more than the Arsenio. And up until that point, the Guardian of the Farm JJ, the Robusto, was like my go-to. And then I found myself smoking more Rare Leafs this year. But both great cigars. All right, CP. We exist now in the top 5. Set your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. Let's do it. Number 5 cigar of the year, Connor Pilcher.
the Warped El Oso
Ooh.
Blanco.
Ooh.
Connecticut.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good stick.
I don't smoke many Connecticut's at all, really. When I smoke a morning cigar, it's some of the cigars we've talked about, you know, Taino, stuff like that, like just Corojos or Habanos. But that's a Connecticut for the ages, gentlemen. I love that cigar.
Creamy.
Stupid creamy. Yeah.
Floral marzipan cashew thing going on.
It's so good.
It's a good stick.
Like you said earlier, it was funny because we did this on the same day. We did it around the same time. When they came in, I hadn't smoked the Maduro or the Blanco. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a box. I'm gonna buy a box. There's no way these aren't good. And if they are not good, the box is just so cool to have in my humidor. I just want it. So that is the only box of cigars that I've ever purchased.
Wow, we had 2 firsts with the same line.
Yeah. And it's a good cigar. Great size too.
Yeah, agree. Titan makes some killer Connecticut's, man.
They are craftsmen. You know, with the cigars, they're just pretty. The cigars that come out of that factory, just especially the ones with that little bow tie twist on top. Yeah. They just, you know, some people are masters of their craft. El Titan DeBron, shout out to you guys, masters of your craft.
That's a ringing endorsement. That should be a segment for Noah. It sounded like a segment.
Well, as
El Titan DeBron's masters of your craft.
That could be fun for me to take a look at the cigar industry through that lens as a 20-year tradesman, somebody who's spent time mastering a craft and butchering a few others.
All the good ones have.
Yeah, well, you got to mess up to learn, right? All successes are on top of a mountain of failures.
Wow, that's very true.
That was heavy.
Number 5. So, what do you think about that cigar now?
I really like it. I really enjoy it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think that it's on my list. But I really am liking it a lot. It's so sweet. It's very sweet. That's the thing. It's like caramel vanilla, like a little bit of spice, like some Nicaraguan strength, but it's really good. Look like a Corona Gorda.
It was that.
Yeah, it's a good cigar.
How's that?
This one's good. I have no clue what it is. He's like I said.
I don't think it's on your list anymore because, I mean, maybe it is, but I would have thought it would have been in 10 through 5.
I mean, I'm thinking.
Or you're on 5 now, so maybe it is.
I am on 5. Let's see. There is a box press cigar in my top 5.
Is it number 5?
It's not number 5.
All right, so we got to wait a little longer.
It's also not this.
Okay.
And I don't know what this is. Well, I'm solid that it's. I mean.
Do you like that one?
I do like it. Leather, earth, a little bit of cedar, some sweetness, not much sweetness at all. A little bit of pepper, something kind of like vegetal salinity going on in the retrohale. It's a good cigar. Had more sweetness going on in that first third, and then it kind of dropped off. But cigars will pick that back up sometimes. Number 5 for me this year was
Hit me.
Warped again, doubling up. Devil's Hands, Lonsdale.
wow.
Ooh, the devil's lettuce.
I wasn't expecting that.
Smoking the shit out of some Corojo this year. That leaf has been
Corojo Kings right here, folks.
a very big draw to me this year. The flavor, and I don't know how much Corojo I've smoked before. I never really kept track of it. I just would smoke cigars, but I've been paying more attention and being more intentional about my cigar choices this year. That one came in, it's warped. It's got a cool name. I was like, we'll give that one a shot. And it was one of the ones, it was as surprising. I think I expected it to be good. I didn't expect it to be that good, right? Just no disrespect to warped, obviously, but I was just very like, this thing, something that small and that full of flavor.
That's great. I thought that cigar was awesome too.
I almost, that's limited, right?
No, it's not limited, but it's just not coming. It's gone for now. Maybe we got to go knock on some doors.
Yeah. That might be the exact definition of limited, though, right? It's not limited. We're just not going to have it anymore.
Yeah.
later.
I mean, now it's limited.
Right.
It didn't launch as a limited brand.
Gotcha. I'm still not super familiar with Warp's history up to this point, right? I've just started digging into that brand this year. You said before, they're not really a brand that was on my radar before. I tried the Cloud Hopper pipe tobacco a couple years back. But cool people, great cigars. I've been liking them a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, number 5 cigar of the year. For me, a limited edition from Crowned Heads, Blood Medicine Robusto 2025.
Yeah.
Loved that cigar.
Yep.
I mean, it's what led us to, it's kind of cheating. It's not, though. But it's what led us to do Bear Run. We smoked that. I remember smoking like 2 of those on our 1-year anniversary, being like, this is like my favorite Crowned Heads cigar. Just delicious. I always loved the event only ones. Then they came out with the 24s where it's like a Toro, and it was good. It was just too big for what I like want to go to. So when I saw the Robusto came out, man, I jumped all over that thing. Great cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Good way to start the top 5.
Yeah. Peanut butter for days.
Peanut butter biscuits. Peanut butter biscuits. All right, Connor. Number 4 cigar of the year.
Viaje.
Oh, what?
Geisha.
Oh.
Corojo 99. Yeah. Yep. Geisha Corojo. They did a Corojo and a San Andreas in 2019 or 2020, I believe. And I got my hands on a decent stash of both versions. And the Corojo is by far the superior of the 2. Good cigar. You smoked the Maduro.
Yes.
The San Andreas, which at the time I was unaware of how much better the Corojo was, or else I would have brought you a Corojo. But yeah, phenomenal cigar. Can't get them, unfortunately, but very good.
Still good. All right, we're in the meat and potatoes world now of this thing. As we head into Noah's number 4 cigar of the year.
So this is number 4, HVC, Edición Especiales Corona Gorda, specifically. The short Robusto, it's an okay replacement. It's a swap out with that. The one that really hooked me was the size that you brought back from PCA. It was, I don't even know what they called it. It was a little bit longer. It was like a longer, slightly fatter Corona Gorda, but I've smoked more of the Corona Gordas. I kind of go back and forth between the Corona Gorda and short Robusto. If I've already had, if my palate's a little more cooked, I'll grab the short Robusto because I'm not going to get all the nuances and everything that I love about that cigar after a few cigars. But if it's first or second of the day, Corona Gorda.
Yeah, that the first time you smoked that will always live in infamy because it was the podcast that was recorded with no audio.
You will never see it. Lost.
Yeah.
The lost cast.
Lost to the tides of technical difficulties.
But you loved that cigar blind.
I did. A lot.
Which is always a great barometer for putting it on your top.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you've remained true of how much you love that cigar. I think it's great. It's a little chocolate bar. It's awesome. Shout out to you, Rainier Lorenzo, for making delicious things.
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 4 for me, also a cigar I smoked blind this year. It was the best blind all year for me. It surprised me the most, and I enjoyed it the most. Rojas Blue Bonnet, Corona Gorda.
Yeah.
Nice.
And to be honest, if it wasn't for the blind, maybe I would have smoked it. But I don't know that I would have had that initial experience to make me keep smoking it. So when I remember smoking that one, thinking it was almost like Dominican, like it was so soft and sweet and nuanced and fruity, and like there was some leather and just a ton of flavor. I was like, is this one of our new like obscure Dominican luxury brands?
Yeah. We've got a few of those.
Because now we have a lot of those.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it's $10. I'm like, what is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
But absolutely phenomenal cigar. And I have smoked that one a bunch of times this year.
Yeah, I first tried that one back in 2018, 19.
Oh,
I've just
really?
absolutely loved it ever since. I think it came out in 2017. I could be wrong about that. So, but that's what I think. But that's when I had it for the first time. I remember we talked about it. That is, a person that kind of advocated for that brand to come in here. When you had that reaction to it, I was over the moon. I was so happy. I'm like, yes, I'm glad that he loves this. It's such a good cigar.
It was so good.
And I feel like, between me talking about it, your reaction to it, got a lot of people turned on to it.
Yeah.
That's another one of those ones. I mean, every time we order, how fast do those Corona
Gone.
Gordas fly? And then everybody go, oh, you don't have the Corona, sorry. Everybody's bummed that we don't have the Coronas, but they do not hesitate to reach for the Robustos. And when those are gone, they're like, I'll go get a Toro then. Like it just, in any size, it hits.
Yes, it's a great blend. I totally agree. And it's got the foreskin foot.
The 4-foot.
All right, CP. 3, 2, and 1, y'all.
We're top 3 now.
Woo. All right, everybody buckle in at home.
Yeah.
This is where the rubber meets the road. My heart's like racing a little more here.
Yeah. All right. Warped.
All right, hold on. Number 3 cigar of the year.
Warped. Hello, so Papa Maduro.
He got the black and white cookie on this list.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Bought a box of each. I didn't want to say that
Yeah.
earlier when I was talking about the Connecticut. I didn't want to spoil anything, but I bought a box of each. The day that they hit the shop, got a box of both. Yeah, I mean, top 3 cigar of the year, and I mean, it's a good cigar. It's a phenomenal cigar. It has everything I love about just solid, like just a good Maduro, like everything I want out of a Maduro. It's chocolatey, it's sweet, it's leathery, it's complex. Construction's very consistent. L Titan. Yeah, it's just a good cigar.
Really good.
How you liking your blind over there?
It's good. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Reminds me of what you were saying about the El Oso.
Yeah.
All right, Noah. Number 3.
Number 3 is a relatively new cigar to me. I'm also going to double up again and fanboy out pretty hard here. So don't care if you guys like that or not. Crowned Heads,
Yep.
Tennessee Waltz,
What?
Corona Gorda.
Oh, you've had it.
I've smoked it a couple times now.
Yeah.
That
I mean, we've
thing
had it for a couple weeks, but
rips. Bro, I like the OG size. It was fantastic. Dave West is like, you want some funk, you should go try this thing. This barnyardy funky umami thing. It's just so much more concentrated, mushroomy. Oh, it's
the Corona
such a
is
good
sweeter
cigar.
in my opinion too.
It is got a little bit more sweetness. I don't find much sweetness on the OG side. It's like it's there, It's like, but it's just like that kind of traditional classic tobacco sweetness. You hear people like I don't even know if that's a flavor note, but I think everybody understands what it is. But yeah, dude, that thing, just barnyardy funk. The sweetness picks up to like raisiny, kind of stone fruit almost. Just enough spice, like that whole mushroomy umami thing that it's got going on. It's more vegetal, I think, than most Maduros that I smoke are a little bit on the sweeter side. But that thing, it absolutely rips. It hit. I love it. Give me 50.
Give me 50.
Unbanded and a half wheel.
That's how I look at the top 3. Genuinely. I'm
Really?
like, or really the top 5, but like cigars that I just want. I don't forget the bands. I just want to be posted up in summertime with just this big ass cooler of cigars.
Yeah.
Just in wheels. And I can just grab one and just smoke it and be like, yeah, these are 10 out of 10 every time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the top 5 that I have.
Yeah.
It's like I could grab these at all different times and just love it. All right, number 3 cigar of the year. This one is fresh. But I got in 3 smokes of it.
I feel like I know where this is going.
I think I do too.
Yeah.
Gellis family.
Yeah.
Piece unique.
Yeah. Is that what you added that midnight last night?
The revenge tour. Because I did not like this cigar earlier this year when it first came out. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like my palate has changed throughout the year. And I think that will always continue to happen. I think it's just part of, I don't know, the biology of palate, what you're eating that day, what mood you're in, what food you're liking more of, drinks you're liking more of. And early in the year and all of last year, I was smoking like all Nicaraguan, Corojo heavy, spicy, more bodied, flavorful cigars. And then a lot more great Dominican brands erupted in 2025. Avowed being one of them. A lot of the stuff that Kyle was doing with Gellis, EGM, like all these brands. And like my flavor started adapting to them more. Whereas before I just didn't like, I'm like, they're too soft. Like I don't taste anything. And when I revisited Piece Unique before this new one dropped, Mike Glowich gave me one. He's like, just smoke it again. I smoked that thing and I was like, it was one of those where I just kept looking at it. Like, wow, there's so much flavor and complexity in this thing. Like, what was I thinking the first time I had it? Yeah. So then the new ones came in and I'm like, yeah, I got to try these. And they're awesome.
Yeah.
So I've just been loving that cigar. And it's a top 3 for me.
I'm so glad to hear that. I remember when you did first smoke, dude, that was in 2024. That's crazy.
It was. You're right.
To think about the first time that they had dropped. And you had, at our Christmas party, you gave us all like those 3-finger sleeves of like travel cigars, and you gifted each of us one of those with 3 cigars in it. And one of them was Peace. And I smoked it and I loved it. I was just like, this thing is so crazy. And you had smoked it and you were like, it's not bad. It just doesn't taste like anything. And I was like, what? Like, you guys are crazy. And Noah had said the same thing. I was like, you guys are crazy. And Glowich and I were like geeking out over the thing because it was so good. And then this time,
tight shot.
That should be the thumbnail. And I'm just so glad to hear that, because that is a phenomenal cigar. Phenomenal cigar. I'm really excited to smoke the Piece Unique that was
the personal piece.
The personal piece, yeah.
Have you had it?
I burned it already.
Dude, seriously?
I was sitting there holding it, and like you said, those new ones came in. You handed me one the other day when we were tagging them, and I smoked it that same day, and I was like, this is really good.
Is it different than the production one?
It is much different than the production one, in my opinion. It's very amped up. Compared
I'm so excited
to that one.
I'm so excited.
It's talking, you're getting to where I didn't get any like real leathery notes off the first one. There's a little bit of it in there, that floral. It had a sweetness, the creaminess, but it amped up, man. It gives it a little bit, again, it gives it a healthy kick of like a white pepper spice, especially in the retrohale. Some leather added to it, but that sweetness and richness is still there. It's great.
I'm so excited,
it's
dude.
great. I couldn't just hold on to it. I was like, this is awesome. I'm going to smoke it.
That makes me
right
so
now.
stoked.
Man.
It surprised me a lot, honestly, when Scott was in town and we did our event, and we were, as Scott called it, benign Waffle House conversation when we were just there after the event. And we were just talking cigars, obviously. And he goes, do you know what cigar Kyle smokes the most of? And I was like, I don't know. Colmena. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He goes, it's the only cigar that he's ever blended strictly for himself. And he said, Piece Unique. And I've never met Kyle. I don't know him. But from the stuff that he releases and from the line, I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Like, after smoking Piece multiple times, I'm like, you know what? I could see how this would just be something that he's ripping all the time. Like I said, I don't know him. I've never met the guy, but it's just that flavor profile, that nuance, that complexity makes a lot of sense.
It's good. It's just like refined deliciousness.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah.
Super. Nothing sticks out more than another.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah. Yeah, it's a 48, isn't it? 648, the personal piece.
Personal pieces.
The personal piece, yeah.
The other one's 652. It's a pretty big cigar.
I'm so
I just call it a Toro.
Yeah.
I don't smoke many Toros, so I've never looked at the details on it, to be honest with you, because the first time I had it, I did not like it, like at all, like to the point where it was like, all right, cool, you know, like, sorry, Kyle. It's like, this is Marlboro Light. It's like, and everything that I'd had experience from Warp up to that point was so much more flavorful.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it was a well-constructed cigar. And so for me, it just hit the mark. But I'm always like this. If I have a cigar, I don't like it, my first assumption is it's me, it's not the cigar, right? It's my palate, what I'm enjoying right now, what I ate that day, mood, weather, whatever it is. But it's my first assumption isn't to blame the cigar. If I choose to revisit that cigar 2 or 3 more times and still don't like it, then I go, okay, it's the cigar, but it's not a bad cigar. It's just not for me.
Sure.
That personal piece, just so much different though. But this new production, or the ones that we got in, I don't even know if they're new production.
That's the new one.
And it's just what I'm enjoying. You know, it has changed a little bit, and I've kind of been. I remember you got like into a heavy kick there for a minute in the middle of this year. You're just like Maduro everything. Yeah. Right? And it was like cool. And I've kind of, gone through roller coaster waves this year.
I've had a wild year of
You were
that.
smoking Black Label at one point.
Bro, I was
like,
going
bro, what
Maduro
is
everything,
happening?
and now I'm like on a Connecticut
Connecticut
train.
The Dominican stuff is fun though. There's just so
It is
many
fun.
different ways to blend that, and so many nuances, and just so many different flavor profiles you can seem to get out of that tobacco. And I mean, obviously there's stuff in, his stuff in there that we've been segmenting. I told you that there's a new brand in my mind that becomes the Dominican benchmark.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then even with like bringing EGM in here and stuff. So that's just, there's a lot of fun stuff in there.
Yeah. All right, CP. Number 2 cigar of the year.
Looking at this, I'm like, I was so stoked to have this list. Number 2, I feel like it's unfair to have it at number 2 because for the most part, I'm just blessed enough to have Glowich and Theo in my life. You know what I mean?
So it's going to be a
solid guys.
Cuban.
Yeah, unfortunately, but it rings true. Like I can't lie.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it really is just the number 2 cigar that I loved in 2025. Just the Bolivar Torpedo Pyramid, whatever. It's like a Torpedo Toro, and that is top 5 cigars of all time for me.
Wow.
Like it is nuanced and complex, and I think it's such a light wrapper. I don't really even know what it is.
Cuban.
It's Cuban seed tobacco.
Right, but if it's you know
sure,
what I mean.
What shade?
And it's chocolatey. It's so chocolatey, and I don't really get that note out of like lighter body cigars. But it is a Hershey bar.
Wow.
And I have 4 or 5. I'll bring you both one, and they're amazing. So talk about just wanting them unbanded in a cooler, like 50 of them, just rip them.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal
pick.
cigar.
I like that a Cuban made the list.
Yeah.
Because it genuinely made it.
Yeah.
That is good. And it is also a good cigar. I've smoked one. I like it.
But what do you like more at number 2?
What do I like more at number 2? And I do like it a lot more, but probably for about the same reason. There's that rich complexity and chocolate that appeared in this blend that didn't have that in other sizes. Avowed. The Vow 11.25.
Oh.
That thing is just that Brazilian Cuba tobacco adds so much to that blend and what's already going on in there. The other ones are great, but that one is just, I mean, it popped my top, man. It blew my lid. I was like, this is a fantastic cigar. And it was one of the ones, the first time I had it, first thing in the morning, fresh palate. Not even
remember
any
the day.
coffee yet. I smoked half of it before I was like, I want to try this with some coffee now. I stopped what I was doing and sat down. And I was just like, oh my God, in the corner over there, like this is a good stick. I really like that cigar. Shout out Dave West.
Shout out Dave West. I remember coming in and you're like, bro, you have to smoke this cigar. I'm like, it's so big. He's like, smoke this cigar. And I was like, wow, this is very good. Yeah, well, we'll keep the train going at number 2. Cigar of the year for me from Avowed Cigars. The New Dawn Toro. So my 1 and 2 are so close because ultimately what I had to do was like, which one did I genuinely smoke more of? And I don't have like a log that I keep, so I don't really know. But I didn't really start smoking the New Dawn until like 3 months ago, 4 months, like consistently. So I've moved it to 2, but it was like neck and neck. Like there was like a 3-week period where it's the only cigar I smoked, and I was just so enamored by it. it like the lights went on for me. Like when I first had it, I liked it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. And after me and Dave did that video where we clipped one of them, like, and I got to experience it in a different way, and all these like the big flavors came out. So now when I smoke it, I like can pick them out even better, and it's just like the sweetest like buttercream frosting flavor, and like this nice like cinnamon candy, and just like creamy and balanced. It's so good. I am obsessed with that cigar. I debated for a long time between the Robusto and Toro, and finally I just smoked them 2 days in a row, like different sizes, and I was like, the Toro, that's the one. It's got a little more oomph to it, and so it's more of a daily driver. I also think it's one of the rare like Connecticut's in the medium world that you can smoke at the end of the night. Obviously, you could also smoke at the beginning of the day, whenever you want, but it works all the time. Like I'm always like, I have to make myself not grab a new Don when I'm trying to smoke something new, or we're smoking stuff for the club or whatever. That's just the one I gravitate towards. So amazing cigar. Razor thin close to number one, but number two is not too shabby. Love it. Shout out to Dave and Andrew.
Sounds like I need to smoke one.
It sounds like you are going to smoke one after this. All right. Number one cigar of the year. And before we do that, I don't know why you're watching this and you haven't clicked on the Amazon link to go buy you some valet packs and protect your damn cigars.
For sure.
But you should go do that.
Can't be smoking dry ass, crusty cigars, bro. That ain't how you roll.
Yes, good idea. Thank you, producer Ramsey's in the house today.
In the like physically in the house.
He's physically in the house.
I'm looking at Ramsey right now. He's waving at us. You just can't see him.
You guys want to know why our videos look great? You can thank Ramsey.
Yep.
All right, yeah, let's reveal the blinds. Final thoughts.
I really liked it. Me finishing it, not finishing it is not indicative of how much I liked it. I'm on an empty stomach. It was pretty early in the morning when we started filming. I had woken up 40 minutes before I was physically here. But I really liked it. And I have a guess as to what I think it's a Wayfarer CG.
This is exactly what it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That flavor profile, man.
It's very distinct. Wayfarer.
You light it up and immediately.
I agree.
You're like, there's no way because it's so unique, you know?
As many times you guys talked about it, I figured it would have been on his list.
I know.
Or at least yours, maybe, but
yeah.
There's been a lot of exciting, new, interesting things come into our lives this year, though. So,
Yeah.
that's it.
For sure. No.
Wayfarer is on my all-time top 10 for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's always been there. So like I was more of the stuff that I really was enamored by this year is what I went with. But
yeah, that's why exactly. That's the exact reason it didn't make it.
That's what I told you before we started shooting. Why the Tabernacle is not on my list.
Yeah.
Just this list particularly, right? Like, cool. Good guess.
Yeah, thank you.
Noah?
I'm digging it. There's only one box pressed on mine, and I assume that if
so that's going to be your number one is the box press one?
I already said it.
Which one?
The HVC edition
Yeah.
special.
Oh, that's right.
They're all box pressed.
Yeah, that's not that.
No, I know it's not that, right? That's what I was saying. But I don't know what it is. Very leathery, a little bit of complexity to it, earthiness, fair amount of cedar in it, some spice in the retro hail, a little bit of sweetness kind of creeping in and out. It kind of reminds me of the experience I had with the My Father Blue, and it's the only other box press thing I could think that I've smoked on this year that was of that size too. That's another giveaway for me that I knew it wasn't HVCs. So
yeah,
I'm digging it. I'd probably smoke another one. No clue what it is.
It is the My Father Blue.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It's great stick.
I was like, I think this could be a fringe top 10 for you because you've been talking about it a lot. I still need to go try it.
You haven't had it?
No.
Dude, the most unique My Father. Hands down.
They stepped out of their wheelhouse, right? Like we talked about that when Dave West was here, right? He goes, these guys that are known for these big, bold cigars pump the brakes a little bit and they back off the strength. You get a lot of really good flavor, right? And my running joke is, what's your favorite My Father cigar? It's a Tatuaje, right? So it's like, I tell people all the time, right? And this one, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Blue's a good cigar.
Well, your favorite My Father cigar is Tennessee Waltz. My father made cigar.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It's Crown Heads, but you know what I mean.
Branded. Garcia branded.
Yeah.
It's
Garcia
the blue
branded.
for now.
Yeah.
This is great. I left my lighter, so it went out, and I haven't brought it back. But chocolatey, leathery, sweet, a little bit of spice. I think it's got to be El Oso.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's the first 3 for 3 this year.
Hey, it took us a year.
We got it.
and really narrowing it down to tight rules to really help us. But 3 for 3, boys. I like it.
Let's see, but that
Great
puff
cigar.
brought something back that wasn't. I wasn't getting it until now. The first time.
You weren't getting it until you knew what it was.
Well, maybe, I don't know if it's the mental thing, but there's a bit of a very like faint apple cider sweetness that goes
For sure.
in this cigar with that richness and complexity, right? And I just wasn't picking up on it before that, and I had been thinking that it was that cigar for a minute now. So I don't know, just took a minute to register, I guess, but it's a very interesting cigar. Unfortunately, not top 10.
Well, maybe next year.
Maybe next year, yeah.
All right, number 1 cigars, and then we got to open this place, boys. Let's do it. Number 1 cigar of the year, Connor Pilcher. What can't you get enough of?
I've only had one, and that should tell you a lot. I've only had one, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
Okay.
You can't get it anymore.
I have no idea.
It was a blessing that I even got to be able to smoke it. I smoked it blind on a pod. Warped Villa Sombra Robusto.
Oh,
That's
my.
fair.
Yeah,
And that's fair.
yeah.
That is yeah.
I mean, that was a blessing that I even got to smoke that thing.
Yeah.
And if I could just smoke 2 or 3 more of those in my lifetime, like, God, that cigar, I'll never forget that raspberries and Cool Whip, creamy, fruity, like just complex flavor. Like, I'll never forget that. It literally tasted like took freaking Cool Whip, dumped it on raspberries, and mixed that sucker up.
It's so good.
And just smoked it.
It's one of the best cigars ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
It was good.
Yeah.
Nice pick. I like that. All right, Noah.
You know what it is, man. It's the Aganorsa. Aganorsa rarely preserved Corojo. And there's those cigars you have experiences with, right? Like, and that's why the Tabernacle will be like just kind of that hovering all-time favorite. Every time I light a Tabernacle, I get transported to a different place for just a few seconds. And there was a point in my life that it was a great, very high point in my life. Kind of similar, right? I just came in here one morning. I was about to come in here and meet with one of our team members. We were going to hang out for a minute, have some discussion. And I lit that cigar up. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. Empty stomach, no breakfast. I hadn't had anything but water that morning. And it just hit me straight in the face. And I'm like, oh, what is going on with this? And it picked up, cinnamon, red pepper. And that grew it. The leather came peanutty, like that caramelized brown sugar sweetness, like rich vanilla bean. It just had so much going on, and it was all. It matured into that full flavor so fast, and I fell in love with it on the spot,
cigar.
and absolutely love it. So that's it for me. Number 1.
Number 1. Number 1 cigar of the year for me. Warped.
Hey,
Corto Maduro.
Yeah.
X46. Smoked it first at the trade show. I was sick. Couldn't barely taste anything. And I was like, I know this thing is good, and I can barely taste it. They came in, kept smoking them. I'm like, this thing's amazing. It's chocolate cake and cherry, and there's some spice and some earthiness to it at the beginning, and then it kind of goes into this like sweet chocolatey cherry thing. And I just love it. I love it with a coffee in the morning. It's, to me, one of the best follow-up cigars ever. You can smoke anything. Then you smoke a Corto, and it like is somehow even better. It's the Padron killer. I don't ever need to smoke another like Padron if I got Corto Maduro.
For sure.
So
the second person I've heard have a similar assessment to that cigar.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's a phenomenal cigar. It is my number 1, and it was during my Maduro craze of 2025.
Yeah.
That's why I think my top 3 is so funny. It's like Corto Maduro, New Dawn, Piece Unique.
Yeah.
It is what it is, people. Go make your own list. But anyway, awesome cigar. And I smoked one yesterday, actually, just to reconfirm that it was my number 1. And it is. All right, guys, this is exciting.
Yeah.
They're out. It's out into the ether. Top 10 cigars of the year for each of us. We're going to also do an episode where we compile Creekside's top 10, like top 10 most sold cigars. and show you guys what that list looks like. That should be interesting.
Way different, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet Rare Leaf's on there, Blue Bonnet's on there.
Wonder where the old number one sits now, since we've gotten in a bunch of new stuff. And
Rodriguez is probably still on there, but
For sure, somewhere.
no spoilers.
Somewhere.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But this was awesome. Top 10, our first one. We did it. All right, y'all. Comment and tell us what whose top 10 list is your favorite, and we'll get these top 10 samplers on the site for y'all to try and enjoy them. All right, until next time, gents. We out of this place.
Peace.
Peace.
Go smoke in good company.
Peace.